region, the people who are doing kind of same business, same region,
Yes.
have a VAT of 16%. So they're saying, please reduce us from 18% VAT to 16%. Also import duties and other taxes that, they feel are probably killing their businesses as traders, because some of them are complaining that for businesses to last longer and for the country to also benefit from them, the taxes need to be fair. So we await to see what the president will say, because what we know yesterday they met with the Minister of Finance and they failed to agree, because the Minister of Finance maintained we are not removing IFRIS. We are going to have a shop in downtown where all traders will be sensitized periodically on how this system works. And the only thing we can pardon you is the penalties for those who have been dodging the IFRIS system. We can pardon those who have huge penalties. Yeah, that's what
there are some countries in the world which are helping their citizens to do businesses internally, funding them and helping them to manufacture products from their own countries, giving them tax holidays, tax exemptions. And for us now, we are increasing taxes instead.
Yeah, it's funny because that is the total opposite, because the investors that we have tax holidays.
Exactly. Now you as sometimes I feel like it's easier to stay in this country when you're not a national. Sometimes. Yeah. Especially in the business sector, Wobanguli investor. It's sometimes this is how I feel. It's my personal feeling. Most times, according to what I see, that happens around. Yeah, it's very easy for you to come with your money and start up a business than you who has grown up here, are born here to start up a business. I'll give you two scenarios. I told you what happens in Ginger, those villages, where locals find it easier to sell to...
Find it harder to purchase land.
Locals find it easier to sell land to
foreigners.
Even
at a lower cost.
Yes, at a lower cost. But when you come as a national and you want to buy maybe land next to the Nile or something... Yeah, they'll triple. Tripling is okay because you might come with your money, but it's difficult. They don't sell to you. That's what I'm told, according to the...
Because they have the mindset that the investor...
more research that
investor, something really big. Maybe put up a 5-star hotel that
and also,
changes...
if you look at, let's say, the bar business... Most of the bars that are luxurious here in Kampala, Magic already DJ, yeah? Do you know any bar that is owned by Uganda and Ngaya Manuan, Kampala, they are all people from out. Eritreans, such people. So when we get to other sectors, you will fear. Yeah, and you will fear. So,
but I think there has to be also consideration for, because that is one of the concerns of the traders. They want to be considered as local investors and be also have access to some of the benefits that local investors come with, as compared to treating them as just businessmen. Because some of them import stuff, others create employment for a whole chain of people, so they feel like we are also investors.
What happens in the long run, definitely, and we hear them. Yeah. Because now the problem this country is facing, in the long run, there's a sector of investment, there's a section, there's a piece, there's a cocoon of investment where you, as a Ugandan, you're forced to go and invest into. Yeah. If you want to diversify, techisoboka. Because in those other fields there are other players. They're not Ugandan, but they are favored. Yeah. So kati go yingirayo ugezako kuyingirayo. Yes, emisolo gikuba buli kimu kikuba. So wesanga or investing in businesses zibaddewo regardless of how innovative you are as a Ugandan. Now, in the long run, this might not happen in the next 5 years or 10, but eventually, if things don't change, it will happen. You see what's happening in South Africa? What happened in South Africa? 15 minutes after 11 in the morning, it's the 19th of April. What else do we have happening?
Well, we have a woman who is currently in police custody at Kayunga police station after she was found to have thrown her baby, 1-day-old baby, actually a few hours old baby, in a pit latrine. Jesus. And the reason why she threw this baby will even interest you more, because she was trying to maintain her relationship with her new boyfriend, or call him fiance.
The wind.
This is a 19-year-old.
Is it called the wind? Because honestly speaking,
she's a 19-year-old
if
girl.
She did not have wind on her.
Former senior 4 student of Chitimbwa Bright Senior Secondary School.
Yes.
What happened? She's called Millie Mutonyi. Millie Mutonyi got pregnant by a man who is unknown, and this man failed or refused to take responsibility of her pregnancy. So she was forced to drop out of school. She went to stay with a friend in some place called Busale in Kayunga district. So while she was at her friend's place, she meets this new guy. He's called Senyonga Alex. Senyonga Alex is a taxi driver. So she meets the guy and things start going. And when she's about 8 months old, the relationship becomes serious. That was by last month. And Senyonga moves her to another sub-county still in Kayunga and tells her,
8 months pregnant.
8 months pregnant. He didn't know she was pregnant. He asked her, but she says no.
What a one.
Funny. The guy didn't know until the day she gave birth.
Nenga, they were propertizing, they were gardening the garden in those months. How can you not know that someone is pregnant?
This guy gets her a house. He rents her a new house and tells her, let's live together. So they start cohabiting. He asks her, he becomes suspicious and asks her, are you pregnant? She says, no, I am not pregnant. I'm just chubby. But you can really tell a pregnant stomach at 8 months.
Okay, some people are really...
He sleeps with her on the same bed.
And they garden the garden.
Until yesterday morning.
When you're gardening the garden that has been irrigated, there's something you feel, honestly speaking.
Not even the garden, but the stomach. The whole body structure.
And even the mood of the person.
Yeah. So he says that they would sleep on the same bed, but he didn't know she was pregnant until yesterday morning. He leaves to go for work. While he's away from work, he receives a call that your woman has given birth to a baby boy and she has dumped the baby in the pit latrine. So he was like, you mean she was pregnant all this while? Mama, that's why yesterday, he said last night she was restless on the bed. I think she was going through labor pains. But luckily,
how old is this guy?
The guy, his age is not listed, but the girl is 19 years old. The guy is a taxi driver.
Probably has another family somewhere else.
He might be a young guy. Probably must be 25 years or 26 there.
Did we rescue the child?
I'm thinking a matured man who has a family somewhere can know how a pregnant woman looks like.
Some of us, even before you know, we see you and we know that you're pregnant.
But the shape of a pregnant woman,
your moods, you start spitting, you start quarreling over things that don't concern you. You start being moody or you be happy, like
leave alone even
like
moody,
you're on heights.
Henry.
Yes,
pregnancy is one of the things that you can't hide because it grows, and the shape of a pregnant stomach cannot be compared to that of a chubby person. That of someone that has just eaten. I'm wondering this guy not knowing all these months. I mean, not even all these months, but even just that 1 month.
Okay, maybe if
they were living together.
Yes, that would be explainable. That's the problem, man. How can you not know?
So they almost lynched Mutonyi, but while she was getting out of the house, because police came and helped her out, she was sobbing while crying, please forgive me. I was trying to save my new relationship.
Can you imagine?
That is why I dumped the baby in the pit latrine.
Jesus. As we're finishing up, I have a very personal question for you.
Yeah.
You know, as we were giving me this entire story, something came into my mind. And I'm thinking, when you were pregnant, did you overwant or you didn't want at all? For the garden to be gardened. I'm told some people want, and then some just don't.
But I think pretty much the last month
was bloody. You overwanted.
No, I didn't want. My goodness, it's so uncomfortable. The last month, okay, for me, I don't know how it is for other people, but it is so uncomfortable because sometimes you just want to walk naked.
Oh my God!
Like you don't want a cloth on your body. Then you have heartburn, and then again you have other things inside you.
I know. I
at
understand.
that time.
But then I'm told some people even on the day of delivery.
Yeah, and doctors say, by the way, it's good. It helps with the.
This is the Mid-Morning to Kone, 100.2 Galaxy FM. Loud and clear.